Back to another episode of the Less Than Satisfactory podcast. I'm Austin.
I'm Ethan.
And we're here with more sports for you.
No, you said this wasn't the sports podcast. You lied to me.
You're right. It's not sports. It's scripted sports.
Fake sports! Yeah, wrestling.
It's
the totally real world of wrestling.
It's the best of the sports.
I mean,
it does take some effort to do so. I applaud them for that.
Depends on who's writing the storyline.
Yeah, that is also true. Anyway, so this is going to date this podcast a little bit, but this weekend's Survivor Series. So,
ooh, the Survivor. What is the Survivor Series?
So, how much do you know about the WWE exactly?
Mostly nothing. I know that Alexa Bliss is very attractive.
This is true.
And there's
Did you learn that from Letterkenny?
No, I already knew that, unfortunately. And then there's the dude that looks like a tree trunk. His name's Roman Reigns.
The dude that looks like a tree trunk.
Yes, he is every bit what I imagine a dryad looks like.
Okay.
And then there's that yes dude.
The yes dude.
Yeah. And also Hornswoggle's not a thing anymore, and I'm a little upset about that.
Well, I mean, he was a little person, so I mean...
But it was so funny. Came out of the ring and was like...
Alright, so we're going to explain a few things about the characters you've mentioned here.
Okay.
So, Roman Reigns is cousin The Rock. He's actually pretty good.
AKA the tree trunk.
Yes, so I get your reasoning on there. No issues with that. The yes man is Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
If you'll recall to a previous podcast, he's the one that the Seattle Dragons in the XFL were nicknamed for, supposedly.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's actually pretty good for him being the same height as me.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
He looks super tall.
Yeah, so, like, I think he's 6 foot. He might be a hair bigger than that, but most of the time wrestlers are, like, between 6'8" and 6'10".
Yeah, they're huge people.
Yeah, they're big guys. Like, it's... Don't get me wrong. Lately, they've kind of shifted more towards the... Whoever's got the charisma kind of deal. Because there's, obviously the original of the short guys, Rey Mysterio's still around. But
Well, then there's, like, Kofi Kingston, right?
Kofi's 6 foot.
Oh, really? He looks so short all the time.
No.
Maybe that's just because New Day looks short in general.
That's because Big E is massive. Big E Langston.
Oh, really? Okay.
The big guy.
Okay, yeah.
He's like 90% muscle.
Yeah, no, he's huge.
It looks like he eats whey for breakfast.
See, I probably know more than about WWE than I could tell you. Because, like, there's... Is it AJ Styles? Is he the weird one that I don't like? Or is it Matt Hardy?
I think it's Matt Hardy.
It's Matt Hardy.
Because he's like the one that's like, oh, yes!
He's just weird.
He reminds me of did you ever play Twisted Metal?
Yes.
He reminds me of the main character from that, the Sweet Tooth guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's just, like, fucking insane.
Yeah, they're trying to push it with, like, The Fiend now, though. Ugh.
Honestly, there's some good storyline with that.
They did?
They fixed it up a little bit since you probably last saw.
Yeah, because it was getting pretty...
It was kind of, like, horror movie-ish. But kind of, like, boring horror movie.
Yeah, because they can't actually, like, murder anybody in the ring. Fake murder.
So I'll tell you what they've done.
Okay.
They've kind of changed it up a little bit. They do a lot more with the Firefly Funhouse, if you will.
Okay.
Because, Bray Wyatt, who is the Fiend, has an alter ego where he just is, like, the host of a daytime kids show.
Yeah, he's like Andy Dwyer, but wrestling. Essentially.
So, Alexa Bliss has joined him now.
Oh. I don't know if I like that.
Well, she's a big fan of horror movies, so it actually works really well.
Okay, I don't like Alexa Bliss anymore, sorry. We're done with that.
That's what did it for you.
Yep.
But she's actually made the character, like, very good, because it's, like, creepy, but, like, good creepy.
Okay.
Like, good storyline creepy.
Alright, so they've made it better. Gotcha.
Yeah, and...
They gave Frankenstein a wife.
Yeah, it's less...
Let's
less scary, more action now.
Oh, okay. There we go.
But there's still comedy in because, well...
He's pretending to have a kid's show.
Yeah, of course.
In a professional wrestling show, but also it's to a cover for his weird horror movie slasher.
It's got like every genre mixed in it.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it works. And
wow.
it's one of the more captivating characters right now. Because other than that, pretty much it's just AJ Styles trying to control the Raw team for Survivor Series.
Oh, okay.
Because he's like, all right, guys, let's all try to get together and be nice to each other. And, you know, there's like, I'm sure you remember the name Randy Orton.
Yep.
There's him, a couple of new guys. Braun Strowman, if you remember him.
Is he the one that looks like a human pig? Oh, no, wait, that's Brock Lesnar.
Yes. He looks like an onion.
He does.
Yeah, if you look at Brock Lesnar, he looks like an onion. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Granted, he'd tear me in half and throw me at you so hard that it tears you in half.
Yeah, no, we're talking about all these people, but because they all do steroids,
well,
they definitely could murder us.
Not all of them do steroids now.
Okay.
90%. I'm not going to say they didn't used to.
90% of them do steroids now.
No, I'd say it's even less than that.
85?
Maybe 25.
Really?
They've really cut down on it. Like, they started...
Okay, yeah, I guess as a comparison to that, watching Dwayne The Rock Johnson in his heyday compared to his cousin, yeah, his cousin doesn't do steroids.
Yeah, no.
Not saying that Dwayne Johnson did steroids, but he probably did.
Well, he admitted it once.
Oh, he did? I didn't know that. It looks like he did.
Mm-hmm.
He
didn't do it regularly, but he did do it at one time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's hard to get that big without doing a little bit of something.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard, though, he's not on him right now. He's just that jacked.
That's insane.
Like, his workout regimen is ridiculous.
It's insane. Well, I mean,
like,
he makes enough money that, like, he can essentially pay himself to work out all day, every day.
I mean, whenever he's not in a movie or, like, filming something or on a daytime show or something, he's just working out.
Yeah.
Or he's hanging out with his family. One of the two.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
More often than not, he's probably working out with his family.
Mm-hmm. It's possible. Just like, oh, honey, that's great. And keep throwing the ball and just lifting weights over here.
But yeah, so are there any other cool storylines going on? We just got The Fiend and then AJ Styles being a manager?
Kind of.
Like a baseball manager. Do baseball managers actually ever do anything?
Bitch a lot.
Yeah, okay. So that's what AJ Styles is doing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is Otis still a thing? Has he still got his thing going on?
They really ruined him since you last
Oh
watched.
no, but Otis, he was so pure.
So, I think the last time you watched was probably the Money in the Bank match I made you watch, wasn't it?
I think he'd like just gone on he went on the date, and then it was kind of going okay, but then it didn't really go okay.
Okay, so yeah.
And then Dolph Ziggler showed up, and fuck that guy.
Dude, he doesn't do anything
In his fucking shiny pants.
He doesn't do anything now, so don't worry about
Stupid.
it. So, here's what happened with Otis. For anyone who hasn't watched recently, I'll go ahead and catch you up here with it. He won the Money in the Bank, which is essentially a contract guaranteeing you a shot at a championship of your choosing at any time.
Okay.
As long as the referee is present.
Okay.
So, he won that. You know, I thought they were going to push him a bit, you know. Give him a shot, or maybe push the tag teams a bit, because he had a tag team partner, if you recall. Mm-hmm. Tucker. He was a good wrestler, too. You know, I thought, hey, maybe this would be a good opportunity for them to challenge for the tag teams, make them relevant again. Because WWE's had a bad reputation lately of, outside of New Day, there's really no good tag team.
Well, there's the tag team on the women's side. Sasha Banks and Bailey, yeah.
They broke up.
Oh, they broke up too.
Sorry.
Dang it.
It's been a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty much if there's been a tag team that you knew, they're probably not a thing.
Is New Day still a thing?
We'll get there.
Oh no, not New Day. They just started a podcast.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
Anyway, Otis, he won the Money in the Bank. Like I said, I thought
he's got the Money in the Bank.
And, they were doing a little bit of storyline with him and Mandy Rose, doing their thing. And Dolph Ziggler kind of disappeared. I don't know what happened to him.
He was there, and then he wasn't, kind of like his whole life.
Yeah, like they feuded for like an extra week or two, and then he just disappeared.
Okay.
But then The Miz came in.
Oh, no, what? No.
Do you remember who The Miz is?
Yeah, it's like Shane McMahon's
tag team partner.
Gross cousin.
Yeah.
Fucking dad wearing jeans.
Yep, that's the one.
I hate both of them.
So anyway, Miz comes in and he's like, you shouldn't have that Money in the Bank thing because I'm better than you.
He challenged him for the Money in the Bank and took it?
Well, no, they feuded for a little bit. And then Miz won all the matches pretty much.
Okay.
And then, at one point he got Mandy traded to Raw. So Mandy was no longer on SmackDown. So now Otis's love of his life is over on Raw now.
Oh, no.
And Miz is like, yeah, you still suck in all this.
Oh, fuck the Miz.
And he's like, I'll tell you what, though. If you can beat me in this Money in the Bank match, then...
Wait, another Money in the Bank match?
No, it was just a normal match for the Money in the Bank title thing.
Okay.
The
title... It was a match for the title to win the title.
Yes.
Got it.
It's confusing, but it's a long road.
Gotcha.
So, Miz won that.
Oh, okay.
Because Otis's tag team partner, Tucker, turned on him.
What?
And then immediately went to Raw.
Oh.
And so did Miz, and now Otis is all alone on SmackDown, and I feel bad for him.
Oh, man. That's sad. Why
Really
are they going to do Otis dirty like that?
He was a fun character. I don't know why they did it.
Alright, you hinted at it. What did they do to New Day?
Alright,
it was like the only bright spot of WWE.
New Day's the funnest act to watch by far.
Well, they got pancakes everywhere. Who doesn't love pancakes?
So, they didn't technically split them up, but they just aren't together anymore, if that makes sense.
Oh, darn.
So, Xavier was in Kofi, got drafted to Raw.
Did all the good ones go to Raw? Is there anyone left on SmackDown?
The Tree Trunk.
Oh, gosh. I don't even like the Tree Trunk that much. He just looks like... He's just fun to look at.
There's him. Daniel Bryan's still there.
Oh, okay. But isn't Daniel Bryan, broken?
Kind of.
Like, if he actually gets injured again, he's done?
Probably. Shinsuke's over there. He's at least...
Is that the guy with the weird haircut and, draped over one side of his face? Oh,
yeah.
Gosh. I don't know who's worse, him or Dolph Ziggler.
Ziggler.
Yeah, no, that's true. Fucking
Ziggler's so annoying.
I feel like if the Nazis had a wrestler, it would be Dolph Ziggler.
Why you gotta go?
Well, one, it's a German name, and two, we all know Hitler was gay.
I mean, sure, I don't know. I don't think that's something I'm qualified to talk on.
Well, I think he was. There's small amounts of evidence that he might have been.
Hey, whatever you say, bud. Anyway, back to WWE.
He was an artist.
Back to WWE. Well, I mean, we've pretty much referenced everything going on in WWE in general.
Yeah, let's talk about Raw, I guess, because fuck the WWE.
Yeah. So, Raw, I mean, they've got pretty much everyone. SmackDown's got Roman Reigns.
Because, yeah, isn't Sasha Banks on Raw, too?
No, she's still on SmackDown.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Banks and Bayley are both on SmackDown.
Oh, okay. So the women's side of SmackDown is still pretty cool.
Women's SmackDown's better. Raw's, everything else is better.
Makes sense.
Speaking of Sasha Banks, though.
Oh, yeah.
She was recently in a show.
What? WWE, they can actually act? Because you wouldn't be able to tell if you actually watched the matches.
I mean, some of them can. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, but let's all admit that he improved since leaving the WWE.
That's true. There were a couple of busts to start out with. Not everything was a Central Intelligence or a Fast and the Furious.
The babysitter. What was that? That was not a great one. I remember.
The Tooth Fairy.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, I forgot about that movie. Oh gosh. Yeah, excellent actor right there.
Yeah, that was a rough one. I know he did it. It's like a family fun film. I get that, but it's still rough.
Yeah. Whew.
But Sasha Banks was in The Mandalorian.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow. What'd she do? What can you tell us without spoiling too much?
Well, if you watch season 2, episode 3, she is in it.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of plays a mysterious character. I won't say too much on it, just because, spoilers, and since it's still fairly new, I'm not going to spoil it yet.
That's totally fair.
I like to have a 3-week buffer.
At least, yeah.
And since, who knows when this will go out, because our editor likes to be a lazy piece of shit sometimes.
The editor is you.
Yeah, the editor likes to be a lazy piece of shit sometimes. So, I'll just leave it up in the air that she is a mysterious character on, what's the fish dude's planet?
Oh, I'm going to mispronounce it, but I'm pretty sure it's Mon Calamari.
Yes, that sounds right. Because it's
It
Akbar's
is.
planet.
How did I not realize that when I was a kid? That was just calamari.
Who knows?
It's literally the Calamari Mountain. Is basically what that is.
I mean, how creative George Lucas can be is incredible.
I mean, let's be honest, George Lucas sucks. He had a brilliant mind for special effects.
He knew how to create a universe, he just didn't know how to name it.
Yeah. Or, deal with it after he created it.
Yeah, because then he's like, oh god, what have I done?
Yeah, never...
Quit making porn!
Never read, the 90s Star Wars comics. They're awful.
Yeah,
They're just not good material.
Give me one example. I haven't really read much of it.
I mean, one, they're just, super pastel colored, because, that's what all comics were like in that era.
Well, yeah.
And there's lots of swords for some reason.
Swords?
Yeah.
This is Star Wars. Get a lightsaber.
Yeah, I know. They're just not great. We try to forget about the 90s as Star
Is
Wars.
that when the holiday special came out?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
Yes, it was. Life Day.
Oh.
Never forget.
Oh.
Freaking animated Boba Fett.
I just remember that. That was so terrible. Mm.
And then the grandpa Wookiee getting it off the space porn.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
Okay, it's not.
Maybe I tried to block that part out.
Technically porn, but he puts in a movie and he has some alone time with it. It's definitely space porn.
I mean, there's no other solution. It's just did you ever watch the Rugrats when you were younger?
No, I wasn't allowed to watch cable TV. My parents didn't want to pay for cable, so I didn't get a lot of those shows.
I mean, I understand that. I don't want to pay for cable now, so.
Yeah, no, it's dumb.
Yeah. So there's an episode of the Rugrats, and there's a grandpa on the show. He kind of watches the babies whenever, the parents are off and stuff.
Tries to.
And, it's a good plot point because it's oh, grandpa's coming to watch the kids. They're about to get into some mischief.
Yeah.
Because most of the time he would just put in a movie and fall asleep. But, they went to the video store. He comes back with a stack of DVDs or VHSs, whatever they were at the time. Because it was late 90s, it could have been either.
Yeah, it was, Wait, is that when DVDs came out?
I have no idea. I'm just rolling
Continue
with
your story.
Anyway, he goes he's like, oh yeah, here's a movie for you guys, and here's another one for if you finish that. Oh, and then, this movie's for after you guys go to bed. And if you look at it, it's Space Girls XXX. It's really disturbing.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or something like that.
It was a kid's show.
It was a very sneaky thing in there.
Wow, you're right. DVDs came out in 1996.
Okay, so it could have been DVDs. I don't know. I had VHSs till about 2003, so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just because, VHS.
Yeah. But yeah, so, get a little bit off topic.
A little bit.
Yeah, whatever.
It's what we do best. It's what we do best.
So yeah, WWE stars that have made the jump to real drama
or real acting.
Real acting.
I mean, The Rock's the big one.
I mean, yeah, he's the success story. John Cena's had like
he's getting there.
Moderate success.
Like
he's not a good actor, but he has been in movies.
I think this coming year, 2021, he's gonna prove whether he's good or not. Because he's got 2 big roles that I'm very curious to see how he does in.
What's he got coming up?
Because he's Peacemaker in the new Suicide Squad. And then he is in the new Fast and the Furious movie as Dominic Toretto's brother.
Oh, wait.
Which is weird because he looks nothing like Vin Diesel.
I mean, yeah, shave his head and you could pass for it. Maybe he takes after Toretto's mother.
Okay. But, yeah, those 2 roles will probably make or break him as a legitimate actor.
Oh, what? How could I forget about Andre the Giant? I mean, that's not WWE, but...
Yeah, it was.
Oh, he was? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, at the back end of his career, he did WWE.
Yeah, no.
Because, I mean, Princess Bride.
I mean, Batista.
Batista's actually been very good lately.
Yeah, I mean, he found, like, the perfect role for himself with Drax.
Yeah, Drax. I liked Hotel Artemis. That was a good one.
He was in a kid's movie, bro.
My Spy?
Yeah, My Spy.
My Spy is hilarious. That is not a kid's movie.
It's not? Oh, I thought it was. I'll have to give... I've been thinking about giving that a shot.
Definitely do it. You know, we make lots of recommendations for movies out there.
Oh, what?
That was a movie I just legitimately enjoyed.
I didn't know that he was...
What? What are you looking at?
Lenny Montana, do you know who that is?
Name sounds familiar.
He was the zebra kid in The Godfather.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really watch The Godfather, to be honest.
What?
Oh, yeah, Sergeant Slaughter.
What?
Yeah, he did some stuff. If you look at the Scooby-Doo movies, there's a lot of WWE actors there, too.
Magic Mike.
Yeah, Kevin Nash.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, Kevin Nash was in Magic Mike. He was in...
That makes sense. I mean...
He was mostly...
WWE is, like, barely above stripping. Let's be honest.
It's stripping with plotline. That's all it is.
Honestly, they got tearaway pants and everything.
Yeah.
Mick Foley was in movies. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Are they legitimate movies, though? You gotta think blockbuster movies here. Because... You think legitimate? I mean, technically Ronda Rousey.
I mean, Ronda Rousey was in The Expendables, right?
Sure. I don't know. I know she was in a Fast and the Furious, so.
Yeah.
Everyone's in a Fast and the Furious movie at some point in their life. I'm sure we'll end up in one day.
It's entirely possible. I mean, also.
Just check out the background of Abu Dhabi next time they're there.
Stone Cold Steve Austin was in The Expendables as well.
Stone Cold's been in a couple of things. He had a really...
Triple H was in a film?
He was in Blade Trinity.
He was in Inside Out? What?
Wait.
No.
Triple H was in Inside Out? I did not actually know that.
I have to look this up. Oh, no, never mind. It's not what you think it is.
Oh, that is not the Disney film.
That's not the Disney film.
That is a bit more...
No. That's not what I thought it was. Maybe I'm not thinking... What is that... What is that Disney film called?
It's Inside Out.
I thought it was.
Because it's got a, like... who was it? Lewis Black? And...
Yeah. Damn it. I was so excited for a second.
No. I thought that was the thing, too. But no, Triple H was in Blade Trinity, though. The third of the Blade series with Wesley Snipes.
What the fuck? And we did... I mean, the whole world would like to forget about this person. But we did forget about Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he tried to have a career, but he wasn't very good at acting, which was what the problem was. He's just very good at being offensive and having muscles. That's about all he can do.
Kane
did a really good horror movie.
He was in MacGruber.
He was. So MacGruber had a scene at the very beginning of the movie. They had 4 WWE wrestlers there.
Really?
Chris Jericho was one of them.
Oh, wow.
And Jericho's another one we should mention, too. He's probably not going to be on there. But he's been in a couple of films. But, most importantly, He's the only one that has his own rock band. He's the lead singer of Fozzy.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Do you know who Fozzy is?
I think I've heard of that before. Yeah, I've heard of it before.
Yeah, they tour with bigger bands. I mean,
They
it's
do
legitimate.
themselves.
And then,
Roddy Piper.
he's in It's Always Sunny.
Oh, yeah.
He is also my favorite celebrity I've ever met in my life.
Oh, really?
How'd
you meet him?
So, me and the person you've probably heard on the podcast before, Hayden.
Oh, yeah.
We went to a convention downtown here in Indianapolis. We went there. We were going to meet, who was it? Danny Trejo.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we were waiting in line for him for about 2 hours. Because as soon as we got in line, his assistant came around and said, yeah, he just went to lunch, so he'll be back in like 30 minutes. And we're like, okay. So we sat there for 2 hours. He still wasn't back yet. So we're like, is he coming back? And the assistant's like, I don't really know. So we're like, okay. And then we looked over and we saw a little section that had, I think it was the movie The Thing. Because Keith David was sitting over there. So we went up and said hey to Keith.
Yeah,
because if you see Keith David, you have to say hi to Keith David.
It's fucking Keith David.
But
he's the best.
Immediately to the right of Keith David was Roddy Piper.
Oh, that's cool.
And we're like, well, we're WWE fans. Let's go talk to Hot Rod. So went over and talked to him. He's talking to us like he's taking us out to the bar right afterwards. He's like, man, I'll tell you what. You guys are the nicest people that's ever come up here.
Wait, you got to go to the bar with them?
No.
Oh.
We were only 18 at the time.
Oh.
So, granted, if he would have let us in, I would have gone with him. You
don't
don't say no to Hot Rod.
No.
And he's like, yeah, man, just make sure to come on back here at like the end of the day. We'll go hit up the bars and we'll have a great time. You guys are good boys.
That's great.
Me and Hayden were like, this dude's fucking awesome. But like, he was just really fun to hang out with and talk about, some of the wrestling, because I got an autograph with him wrestling Chris Jericho.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that was, and he talked a little bit about that match and just stuff while we were hanging out with him there. It was just a really fun time to hang out with him. He was very level-headed, which is unfortunate because he's since passed, but...
Oh, wait, Roddy Piper's dead? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that.
It's alright. I mean, everyone has their time, unfortunately. He was a great guy. Like, among those who I've met, he's still my favorite celebrity.
That's nice.
I mean, that, and technically I never met him, but I saw Adam Sandler throw a bunch of sliders out of the roof of a limo in a White Castle drive-thru.
Count it.
I was just driving home, and it was during Super Bowl week. Freaking Adam Sandler's hanging his head out of the top of a limo, grabbing a crave case, and I think he was drunk or something. He's just throwing them up in the air.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one more we gotta mention before we go, just because he's an awesome dude.
Is it Ric Flair?
Nah, Jesse Ventura.
Oh, Jesse the Body Ventura.
The Predator, man.
He was in The Predator. He was also in the, Senate race of Minnesota.
Oh, gosh.
He does represent Minnesota in the government.
No, he's not a senator.
What is it?
He was the governor.
Oh, he's the governor.
He was.
God.
He's not the governor anymore.
Wow.
1999 to 2003. He's part of the Green Party now.
Oh, boy.
Which we all know is controlled by the Russians. Damn Ruskies.
If you want to get technical, though, the state of Alaska, last I checked, 0.03% of their population voted for Jesse Ventura for president this year.
That's amazing.
Which means there were 2 WWE Hall of Famers that got votes in this year's election.
Who was the other one?
Our POTUS right now.
Oh no, you're right.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Why? right, so does that mean? All right, we'll wrap it up with this thought-provoking question.
What's that?
What random WWE Hall of Famer will be president next?
The Rock.
The Rock. I mean, okay, I'm gonna throw out a curveball. I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame, but he does have a title.
Or wait, The Rock's not in the Hall of Fame. Damn.
Oh, I don't even know who's in the Hall of Fame. But
Well,
I'm gonna throw out
a name.
He does have a title.
What's that?
Marshmallow.
He is not. He is not in the Hall of Fame, unfortunately.
And he does have a title.
He did win a title. I forgot about that.
I don't even know. Okay, he's from the United States.
You got. I mean, it's going to be between him and Kane.
Gosh.
Because, I mean, Kane's in government.
What? No, what?
Yeah, he's the mayor of Knox County.
Wow. Why?
I don't know. Because he wanted to. He was bored, something.
Fair enough. Well, Marshmallow 2036, I guess.
We're not going to make it that long. Let's go ahead and just say 2024. Marshmallow 2024.
No, he's not old enough. It's okay. We're safe.
Oh, okay, cool. Well,
He'd only be 32 then.
oh, God. You know what that means then? We're about to enter the age of all the celebrities we grew up as kids.
Oh, gosh.
They're going to be eligible for presidency.
I don't want to think about who. No, yeah.
Aaron Carter, Shaquille O'Neal.
Ice Cube.
Keenan Thompson.
Oh, no.
I mean, I would actually be
no.
I'd be okay with Keenan Thompson, but
He'd be fine, but, I mean, comparatively.
yeah. Ooh, Samuel L. Jackson.
No, he's too old now. Samuel L. Jackson's like
The
80.
people we had to choose from were too old now.
I mean, you're right. I wasn't happy about it. I'm not happy about that either. I don't like he's like 80 or something.
What, Samuel L.?
Oh no, he's only 71. Never mind. Huh. He's been married to his wife for a long time. That's cool.
Yeah.
You don't get that often in
Do Ron
Hollywood.
Perlman.
Ron Perlman? Oh, there we go. I would vote for Ron Perlman.
That's a president candidate right there.
Only because I want a gorilla to be in the White House.
A gorilla. Oh.
Ron Perlman is a gorilla. You cannot convince me otherwise.
I mean, yeah.
He is an albino gorilla, and you know it.
He kind of does look like one.
He does.
But the problem is, every time I hear him, it doesn't matter what he's wearing, what he looks like. I just picture Hellboy.
Yeah.
There's no changing it. I can't fix it. He played the character too well, and I couldn't watch the new film because...
Yeah, I didn't even try because, like, Ron Perlman.
I did give it a try, and I'm sorry, David Harbour, you did a good job, but... Ron Perlman.
It's just like...
That's all.
Well, let's be honest. Christopher Reeves was the perfect Superman. Sorry, I couldn't say that with a straight face. I hated those films. I don't know if you've ever watched... like the original Superman films, they're terrible.
Not really.
They're not great.
I like the dude that plays him now.
Who is it? Oh, fucking.
I don't remember his name.
Wasn't he also in like Twilight?
I don't know.
Oh, why can't I remember his name? It's not John Hamm.
No, it's not John Hamm. John Hamm was in Baby Driver.
He like is it? I just remember the great scene, and I think it was Batman versus Superman, where he just like cocks his arms or something. Henry Cavill?
Cavill,
whatever,
something.
Yeah, he does a pretty good job.
Yeah. Oh, he was the Witcher.
Oh yeah.
Why did we not remember that?
Oh man, I'm excited. So, man, what do you think about the new Batman though?
Oh, Robert Pattinson.
I don't know how to feel about Robert Pattinson as a Batman.
Him, from what my significant other has told me, Robert Pattinson's done a lot of serious films. They're just not big films.
Oh, I mean, that's true. I feel like he's too pale to be Batman.
It'd be like if Sheamus was Batman from the WWE.
Yeah.
Which...
Hey, let's be honest, Michael
props to
Keaton was
him.
a great Batman.
Yeah, Michael Keaton was good. Christian Bale was very good. Affleck,
Val Kilmer was not.
no, we don't talk about Val Kilmer.
George Clooney?
Clooney was okay.
It was fine. It was just...
I didn't hate it, but it wasn't.
Nobody could like that because of all the nipples.
There was too much nipple.
Too many nipples.
There's a point where there's just only nipple, and that's what that was.
And on that note...
It is time to end. Thank you for tuning in and listening to this podcast. We appreciate all of your listens, all of your views, and we hope that you have yourself a great day.
Yeah. Keep those nips awake.